Day 10 Word of God Exodus chapter 25 verse 22. I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the two cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony, of all things which I will give thee in commandment unto the children of Israel. Exodus chapter 25 is a chapter where God gives Moses detailed instructions for building the tabernacle, a sacred place where God would dwell among his people. The Ark of the Covenant, which was to be placed inside the tabernacle, held the tablets of the Ten Commandments and was the most sacred object in the Israelite worship. The mercy seat was the cover of the ark, and it was flanked by two golden cherubim. This was the place where God would manifest his presence and communicate with Moses. I will meet with thee indicates God's promise to make his presence known to Moses and, by extension, to the people of Israel. This meeting place is sacred, signifying the importance of God's direct communication with his people. And I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat further emphasizes the special significance of the mercy seat as the specific location where God's presence would manifest. The mercy seat was not just a cover for the ark but a symbol of God's throne on earth, where he would speak to Moses. From between the two cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony, describes the exact location where God's presence would appear. The cherubim were angelic beings, symbolizing the holiness and reverence of God's presence. Of all things which I will give thee in commandment unto the children of Israel, means that God would use this sacred space to give Moses the commandments and instructions needed to lead and guide the people of Israel. This highlights the importance of the tabernacle and the ark as central to Israel's worship and obedience to God. The tabernacle served as the physical representation of God's presence among the Israelites. When the tabernacle was set up, God's glory filled it, and he would meet with Moses there to give him instructions. Exodus chapter 40 verse 34-35. Once a year, on the Day of Atonement, the high priest would enter the Holy of Holies, where the Ark of the Covenant was kept, to offer sacrifices for the sins of the people. This underscores the importance of the mercy seat as a place of divine interaction and forgiveness. Leviticus chapter 16 verse 14-15. In Romans chapter 3 verse 25, Paul refers to Jesus as the propitiation, Greek, hilasterion, which can be translated as mercy seat. This shows that Jesus is the ultimate manifestation of God's mercy, where divine forgiveness and reconciliation are found. When Jesus died on the cross, the curtain of the temple that separated the Holy of Holies was torn in two, symbolizing that through Jesus, direct access to God's presence is now available to all believers. Matthew chapter 27 verse 51. For believers today, Exodus chapter 25 verse 22 highlights the importance of seeking and experiencing God's presence. It encourages us to approach God with reverence, knowing that he desires to commune with us, just as he did with Moses. This verse challenges us to create sacred spaces in our lives, whether physical or spiritual, where we can meet with God, listen to his guidance, and receive his commandments. It also reminds us that through Jesus, we have direct access to God's presence, and we can commune with him personally and intimately. This invitation to commune with God calls us to a deeper relationship with him, grounded in worship, obedience, and a desire to dwell in his presence. God bless you and give you grace after grace.